Hello, Talmadge Smith here with T's Doghouse. I'm in the doghouse today with Nat. Wanted to show you a few things today. Now, in previous videos with Nat, we've talked about teaching a dog to sit using a treat and to lie down using a treat. We also talked about teaching a dog to sit using lead pressure. Today, I'm going to take a minute to work with Nat and see if we can't get Nat to lay down using lead pressure. Now, before we get started in this, I do want to just say that I don't love the idea of forcing a dog down. I think that there's a lot of easier ways to teach it, but sometimes this takes a little bit longer because they have to learn things, they have to get real comfortable with us and what's going on. And if we can teach them to lay down using a treat so that they look forward to it and they think it's a good thing to do, then I find that to be better than forcing them down. We just end up with a very happy dog in the end, where forcing them down sometimes can take some of their excitement away. So as you can see, Nat's volunteering to lie down. So yeah, she is figuring out what we want, that it's a good thing to do. We've been doing a little bit with treats. I've only worked with Nat a few times, but we've been doing stuff with treats. So Nat knows that lying down is a good thing. Hopefully she'll be looking to do that as we move on with this lesson. So the first thing I want to do is make sure that I've got real good communication with that collar. Right? So I want to make sure that Nat knows how to follow collar pressure to get onto something and to get down off of something. Good, good. You can see there's a lot of volunteering. Nat goes to a sit real easy. We'll see if we can get her to go to a lie down with the treat. Yes. See, so we've got that. That's a very happy and willing lie down. She knows that good things come when she's lying down. So we've created a very safe and comfortable place lying down for the dog. That's always better when we take it that route before we use any kind of lead pressure. Now I want to identify also that lead pressure, I'm not talking about pulling hard. All I'm talking about is mostly creating a little bit of pressure that prevents the dog from staying in its position comfortably. So I'll show you that real quick with the lead again in getting to sit. We can do it just from lying down to sitting up. I can give the hand signal for sit and a little bit of pressure up. Yes, good. See, I didn't make her do it with the lead, but I did use the lead to make where she was at a little bit harder to be there until she thought maybe she should change her situation. Come on. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Lots of patience waiting for that because they're thinking through it in their mind. They'll get a lot quicker, but I think these things build really strong communication through the lead. And we have our dogs on the lead a lot, right? When we're on walks, when we're in public, most of the places that we have problems, the dog's on a lead. So the more communication I can create with the lead, the better. Now, here, lie down. Yes. You see that time was a little quicker, and I'm combining the lead and the treat so that she can work through that process and figure out how to follow that lead pressure. You can see I'm just holding it in 2 fingers. I'm not creating a lot of pressure there. Just lifting that collar up against her neck so she can feel that there is a signal. Yes, good. Really wanting to volunteer the lie down. Yes, good. I haven't really started to tie in very many verbal cues for lying down and sitting up. I'd like to keep it simple, and I like to teach the dog how to work off the lead and off my hand signals, off the treat before I add the vocal. I just find that way they learn to respond quickly to the vocal instead of having to ask a lot of different times. I can ask once and make sure that I get the result I'm looking for. Okay, so we're going to move Nat back up onto the table. We can see that she's good with the leash. And she's good with the collar. She's processing what's going on. She's not showing a lot of fight. She's trying to think through how to do it, how to work through things. So I think we're ready to ask her to lie down using the lead pressure. Good girl. You can see how much she follows the food, learning the hand signals. Good, good. Now without the treat, I'm going to put the treat in the pocket. I'm going to ask for the lie down and see where we're at. If I don't get anything, then I'm going to go to the treat. Yes, good. 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 Come on. Good. Now I'm going to try the down. Oh, very good. Very good. Up. Yes. Yes. Sometimes when we get them standing up, it's easier to go sit them down. Yes. You see how light that is. That's a long ways from forcing them down. We're just using the lead as a signal, just like we do our voice, just like we would a hand signal, asking them to do something. Yes. You see, I even used my space a little bit, crowding into her a little bit, trying to help create a desire to move and change the situation. Yes. That's very good. Yes. 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 If you'll notice, it's hard for you to see, I'm sure, through the lead, but I'm not increasing my pressure. I'm just sustaining until I get the movements that I want. It's easy to get feeling like if we lift harder or pull harder, but if I need more aid than just the light lifting of that lead, then I'm going to use some of my other tools that I have to help the dog figure that out. Yeah. And the lie down is working really good. Yes. 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 Good job. Come on over here. Come on. Yes, good. Yes. 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 Lots of repetitions. Good. All right. Get off. Good. Get off. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Get up. Get up. Yes. Yes. Good job. Good job. Very bright pup. Anyway, there's a little bit of time in the doghouse. Excited about this dog. Hopefully you saw a little bit there as we worked through a few spots that you can see how I approach that, and how we really get a dog to understand how to follow that lead pressure, and how to look to us for leadership guidance for our needs, for their needs to be met, and our dream and their dreams to come true.